So I welcome you to weekly recap the forever model. Um, I don't want to split it in parts, but rather just dates. So we're gonna discuss now January 15th, 2024 till January 19th, 2024. So let's hop right into it, and I hope I can learn something, and I hope you can learn something. So, for the record, that's Monday, January 15. We had news, events, bank holiday. I don't trade on news days, especially on bank holiday. I started to trade FOMC and the other news because of the forever model, and but bank holiday I still don't trade because just the volatility during those times is just really bad, and I don't see a point of trading on that day. That's why there's nothing here. And yeah, so then let's hop right to Thursday. So on Thursday, we didn't have news events. We did have news events. We had Empire State Manufacturing Index. I have no idea what this means. I'll probably make soon. I think I will soon upload a lot of videos about just financial instruments or financial. I don't know if just how finance works and my understanding of it, and it probably won't not everything is going to be right what I say, but I think I just want to try to put it into my words, and yeah, stay tuned. So that's so because I was able to trade, I looked at the market that day, and yeah, so I looked at the daily first. I saw fair value gap getting rejected, the daily, and we had an imbalance below us too. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, perfect. Then on the 4 hour, I can see that we filled an inefficiency in the last days. So I don't really need price to rebalance, but this long wick usually wants to get filled. So yeah, but I'll need to see what market shows me. And we've been consolidating the last few days. That's also a big point. So then the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, same, that's the consolidation. I want to see a breakout of this pattern or manipulation first, actually. So I want to see either this liquidity here gets swept or this liquidity here gets swept, and then I would be looking for a trade. Okay, so what happened? On the bigger picture, I don't really know. I just wrote down MP. That's a low time frame manipulation and doesn't really give me insight. I would have never taken this trade as I view the market now. But I probably still took the trade, and I think we lost the trade or I didn't took an entry. One of those two things happened. And yeah, we didn't took an entry. And I don't know if the trade would have worked out because of how inaccurate this screenshot is, but yeah. So what do we learn from that? Journal better. And I'm really trying to journal better, but it really hits on my patience, and I'm not the most patient person. But I'm getting there. And then what did I write down? What went well? So I had my plan for the day. And market didn't do what I expected it to do. I'm good with not taking a trade. That's perfect. That's something I still struggle today or now with the same thing. And yeah, don't trade if you don't have a setup or if you don't see any models occurring. So, and then what can I improve? I really need to learn to be happy with not taking a trade. It's essential for my growth in trading. Yeah, and that's still something what I need to improve. So let's hop right to January 17th. I believe it's Wednesday. So news, we had core retail sales. I don't know what it is. I will look it up soon. But yeah. So we just rebalanced. So let's look at the daily time frame. So on the daily we rebalanced to equilibrium. And that's nice. Because that means it gives me new opportunities to take a long. Then on the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, what did I mark out? We had a big SMT playing out with Nasdaq being with ES being the leading index to the downside. But since I was looking for longs, ES was my leading index. Ooh. And because we're in a, we're in a big inefficiency on a high time frame, I will look for longs today. So I didn't took a screenshot on the 1 hour, but I found my entry. So let's look at the entry that I took. So that's probably the daily fair value gap, right? That's the daily fair value gap, yeah. And so probably that's my sell side liquidity here that I marked out, like it's this one. Oh, what the fuck? It's this one right here. That's like this line here, because we're still below it. And I would have taken the trade too today if I had to, but I would have viewed the market a little more differently, because, or actually I didn't, because that's just a perfect model I caught. On the smaller time frame it probably expands to the higher time frames, or it didn't. Yeah, I don't know. So I took the trade and I entered it. We did move lower after the trade, but yeah, and I would have taken the trade on the leading, I would have taken the trade on NQ, because it was the leading index for my bias. And as you can see, the trade here would have worked out way better than on ES. Yeah, so that was probably my biggest mistake, like not trading the what the fuck? Not trading the index where the SMT is in line with my bias. So what went well? I made some money. What can I improve? I will from now on always take a trade on the leading index. I really find it funny, because usually when I look at those, or when I'm trading, I don't think I'm learning anything, but if I really go through it again, I really can see that I'm really learning the stuff that makes me lose the trades, and that's nice to see. So we won, and that's good. So January 18th. Yeah. So we have the trade from yesterday. Consolidation, manipulation, distribution, all three phases, and we moved up. I expect market to go even higher from there, and for this day I would be looking for a continuation trade, so a small retrace into fair value gap, and then there continuation. And I probably was looking for the same thing here, still the same goal on the 1 hour. If price doesn't really balance, I won't take a trade. We also have a high time frame SMT, Okay, let's look at the picture. So here the fair value gap, and we still have the bullish SMT in place on Nasdaq. So I would be looking at Nasdaq, and in Nasdaq you can see we're already in a fair value gap. So did I take a trade? So here, so Nasdaq, what does that screenshot? So Nasdaq, we didn't took out the high, like the external liquidity. So I'm still willing to take a long because we didn't took out the liquidity above us. And on ES, we hit the fair value gap, the high time frame fair value gap, and we really just dipped it, and that's usually an indicator for that we still want to go higher, like because we dip the fair value gap and instantly get out of the next move. But before taking a trade, I want to see manipulation first, like also on the bottom, because that gives me extra confirmation. Oh my days, perfect. So what did we do? What we end up doing? I took a trade just based off, I don't even know. So here, fair value gap, yeah. Fair value gap didn't got hit on one asset, it got hit on the other asset. So I would have taken the trade on NQ, but since we didn't hit the fair value gap on NQ, I would have looked at here, and we hit the fair value gap, and this phase here, I can't really zoom in, but this phase here, this is accumulation. Then we sweep down, we manipulate the market, take out this fair value gap, and then we get a change in the state and take out external draws. And again, that's my model, and it worked out perfectly, but I didn't took a trade, and I don't know why. This would have been a perfect trade to take, and yeah, this just really shows me that this new model. I realized that the old model that I traded, like the TGR model, like 5-minute break of structure and everything, it really is the same model, but just less defined. Like you have less, you know less about the market. You just somehow react off the break of structure and the liquidity sweep, and that's really more. You have more insight into the model because we have a model in the model, and so I can like, I think the best thing about the strategy is you can really start to guess every day the bias better, because yeah, it's just more accurate. Oh my god, oh my days, I really need to improve my English. It got a lot better, but it still can be even better. It still can get better. Yeah. So then let's hop on to Friday, the last day. So what did we do? On Friday we had prelim UOM consumer sentiment, and yeah. So like I said, I will do a video about all the news events probably in the next months, because it's also something that interests me, like what the fuck is this? And I also probably will make some videos about like quantitative easing, quantitative tightening, funding rates, and I'll also start posting some macroeconomic understanding, because that's something I really started to dig deep into, because it helps me understand the market better, and that's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, let's go to the 4 hour. So the 4 hour, so we took out the external draw. Market is heavily imbalanced, as you can see. So I expect a retracement after taking out this sell side. And I know Justin Wirelin, that's where I got my model from. He calls this external buy side. But I don't get it. Why? Because nobody buys there. I mean, I call it sell side because if you take it out, I expect market to sell off because usually above those highs there's sell orders. But he's way better than me, and but I still don't trust him with this name. And if he's looking that video somehow, please explain to me why you call that buy side, not sell side, and why it's just changed. Yeah. So yeah, I want to see market to rebalance, and this fair value gap just looks too juicy because it's also like in equilibrium and everything, so just perfect. So, and what did I wrote down? I want to see the market retrace a little, and I will trade that. For that, I just need the trend shift confirmation because we already took out sell side liquidity. Exactly. So let's see if we will get it. It's wrong. Okay. So we already made the consolidation phase and the distribution. We didn't manipulate, what's bad, but it also shows me that this move up isn't really isn't really like, it isn't a healthy move. So what did we do here? Up here, manipulation, consolidation, manipulation, down, change in the state, tapped the change in the state, rejected it. So if I see this now, enter short, target this area, but that's probably high time frame, but that would have been a continuation trade in New York session because we did the sweep here in London session and then already moved down, but then came up to more generate liquidity to move even further down. And let's see if that happened or if I was completely wrong. So bam, we came down. I probably entered off a 1 minute change in the state, like yeah, here you can see it. That's probably like that sweep here, change in the state, like this candle, perfect. And now we just let it play out. And as you guys can see, we completely got stopped out. And that's the thing with trading all-time highs. You can be right and market still goes against you. And that's just the market doing its thing. Because if you look closely, that's like also a buy model. Or actually is it? No, it's not really a buy model. Yeah, it is. Like here, consolidation. Here, this here. Then manipulation, distribution. But yeah. And that's, I think in trading you can't be always right, but that's the thing I struggle the most with. Like, am I supposed to even know, or am I even supposed to get this right, or is it just destined to always go wrong on this day or on days like this? I don't know. I don't fucking know, but we'll find it out. So we'll do the weekly, how is it called? Yeah, fuck that no. Where is it? Trading, smart, blah 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 blah. It's just in trading, right here. And then weekly recaps. Oh, okay, that's for my day trades. Yeah, for my live trades. Weekly recap. Should I do one for my back tests? I mean, this video are like weekly recaps. I will do one for the next video. I'll set it up, and then we'll have like a weekly recap for every single week, and yeah, that's what I'll do. Yeah, so I'll just have it on paper, you can say, what my mistakes were. If you learned a lot and enjoyed this video, please don't shy away from subscribing and just liking the video. Yeah, and even if you don't subscribe, I will still post. I don't care. I mean, I care about you improving, but I don't care about this channel. Like, it doesn't need a lot of followers. For me, it's enough if one person benefits from those videos, and if even just one person benefits, I'm happy. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and bye.